Former FCT Minister and Deputy National Secretary of the Opposition All Progressives Congress, Nasir El-rufai, says he has no doubt at all that President Goodluck Jonathan would clinch the presidential ticket of the PDP, but that the APC would beat the president in the election. In an exclusive interview with TV360, he said the opposition party was praying Jonathan becomes the presidential candidate of the PDP in the 2015 general elections.
I don't think Jonathan cannot not run, okay? Because the PDP is structured as a party of power. Whoever has power takes the ticket. There is nothing like internal democracy or primaries in the PDP. No one will challenge Jonathan. Anyone that does so at his own risk. So Jonathan is going to run. And that's, as far as opposition is concerned, that's what we want. Because Jonathan is the easiest to defeat because he has no record to run on. Is it insurgency he will run on? Or the theft of $20 billion? Or the high-level corruption everywhere in every ministry, department, and agency, or lack of doing anything? Is it what you run on? We want Jonathan to run.
Under him, the economy seems to be doing well. At least that is acknowledged.
The economy is not doing well. The economy has been growing at 7% per annum from my time when I was in the economic team. It's not due to Jonathan's efforts. The economy had gathered momentum by 2007 because of the policies of the Obasanjo administration. Jonathan could not stop it. Okay? So the economy is growing, but it is jobless growth. There are no jobs. We add 4 million people to the workforce every day, and they announce that we've created 100,000 jobs through You Win, which is pathetic. So the economy may be growing on paper, but in your pocket, you know your economy is not growing. Your own personal economy is not growing. So forget all these numbers. What is the reality? What has Jonathan delivered? Electricity? Airports? Supply of petroleum products? Roads, what has he done? We want Jonathan to run because we know we can defeat him.
But you're also assuming that the average Nigerian voter would have this at the back of his mind when he goes to the poll to cast his vote. But we know it doesn't always work out that way, that people basically vote on sentiments.
Yes, so let's assume if all Nigerians vote on sentiments, forget about Jonathan's record, which is non-existent, except the negative record, okay? Let's assume all Nigerians vote on sentiments. Tell me, how will Jonathan win? Will Jonathan win Kano based on sentiment, or Lagos? Will he? These are the two largest states. Between Lagos and Kano, there are at least 10 million voters. Will Jonathan get 25% in those states? I doubt it. So how can Jonathan win?
And everything, of course, would also depend on the presidential candidate your party throws out.
Yes, that matters somewhat. But you know what? We have done a poll. Whichever candidate we put will beat Jonathan by 10 points.
You can't say that.
We have done a poll. We have done a nationwide poll. We know this as a fact. Okay? As long as whichever candidate, APC versus Jonathan, that's what we polled. APC, anyone in the APC versus Jonathan will defeat him by at least 10% points. Now, this relies on the fact that what Jega has been promising us, he will deliver. The elections will be free, fair, and credible. Card readers will be used to accredit voters. Okay? And there will be some effort at ensuring that elections are free, fair, and credible, zero militarization, and so on and so forth. This is the assumption. As long as the elections are fairly decent, Jonathan cannot win. I have asked you the question, where will Jonathan win? Is it in my state, Kaduna? No way. He cannot win. He knows.